We all know that story. Yes, that fairy tale story about Aladdin and Jasmine. But I bet no one has told you about what really happened to Jasmine after Aladdin deceived her and left her for the maid. Jasmine was heartbroken and promised never to love again, allowing her bitterness to turn her into a monstrous demon.
Let's do this! Let's do this!
So I have started off by splitting my hair into two sections like this. I am now taking a tail comb, as you can see here, and giving myself a really nice clean middle parting. I am now going to section my hair into a third section. I am doing this by just basically dividing my hair at the top, as you can see here. I'm doing a rough line. It doesn't have to be really neat or anything, as this line is going to be covered anyway. I am now taking this third section, basically just twisting it and then clipping it at the top of my head with a clip like this. I will now go ahead and duplicate the exact same procedure on the other side and basically clip that third section again in the middle, as you can see here. After clipping that section, I'm taking a bobble and tying all the rest of the remaining hair together, as you can see here. Unclip the third section and now take the tail comb and basically section 1 centimeter off the hair from the beginnings, like I'm doing here. So basically you will have another section at the front of that third section. This is what it should look like, as you can see here. So I'm just twisting it and then clipping it away from my face. I have now unclipped the third section, as you can see here. I am now going to basically part this section into two sections and backcomb each piece. So I'm backcombing the first section, as you can see here, as much as you can so you can get that volume, and then I'm taking some hairspray, basically spraying that backcombed hair and just twisting it. Once you have twisted the hair, what you need to do is just take some grips, so any hair grips. I am using the Plush Beauty hair grips, as you can see here, and yeah, basically just clip that hair into place. This is going to be for the base, just to give you that volume for Jasmine's hair basically. Then go ahead and do the second section and literally just copy all the steps that I've just gone through again with you here, and twist and basically just pin it at the back of that first section like this. So now for the dangly bits that are clipped away from the face, you just basically want to open the hair up and basically really comb through that hair, making sure there's no knots in the hair whatsoever. So when it comes to do the next step, the hair will be nice and tangle free and easy to manage. As you can see, I'm now taking that section and basically overlapping it on top of that backcombed bit that we created earlier. And then what you want to do is just take a grip and basically pin it into place. Use the comb and your fingers to kind of give you that guideline, so you're getting a really nice clean finish. It has to be clean, otherwise it will just look messy if you do it in a rush. So take your time doing this part. Now unopen that hair bobble that you tied your hair with earlier, and basically, as you can see here, you just want to kind of unsection the sections. So what I'm doing is just basically taking that first section away, and then you've got the back section from the bit that you backcombed, and then you've got the other section. So you should have 3 sections now. I am then taking a hair bobble and basically tying that third section at the back of my hair. For the next section, you need a hair donut. This is one that I've got from Poundland, and this is one that I've already prepared. So I've just basically snipped it down the middle to give me one side, and this is going to work as a base for Jasmine's hair, the front bits of her hair, to give you that volume. You now want to take the donut that you have cut and basically apply it onto your hair like I have done here. Take some hair grips and basically grip the donut into your hair. This bit can be quite fiddly. I then went away and did this off camera just because it was so hard to do it on camera, as you can see here. For the next part, you need to be really patient, as this part can be really fiddly. You just need to take each section of the hair from the front and overlap it on top of your donut and gently just pin it down like you did earlier with the other section. For this next section, you basically need to separate the tied section away from the bits we've just brought from the front and basically get a fake hair. I'm just using synthetic fake hair here, and I'm just using the elastic that already comes with it and tying it onto my existing hair. After you have done this bit, bring back the forward sections to the back of your hair. Get yourself like a bristle brush like I've got here and basically smooth that hair on top of the existing hair that you've just tied onto your ponytail, and get some grips and just kind of basically bring it together. Do not tie it. I just feel like it was a tacky way of doing it. I preferred to pin it first, then to tie it. It just looks neater and more put together, and the sections don't kind of like overlap or puff out. This is what my hair looks like from behind, and when I turn around, this is what it should look like. I'm now taking that same bristle brush and basically brushing the hair just to give it a really nice neat finish, and then spraying over some hairspray to give it that finished nice sleek look. I then took some ribbon and basically just overlapped it onto my hair, as you can see here. I basically pinned the first bit and then pinned a second bit. Repeat this twice to get that Jasmine finished look. Now pull out some of the bits of the hair just to give you a really nice voluminous look. And when you're done doing that bit, give yourselves a high five. Now take any black eyeshadow. I like to use the eyeshadow from Bobbi Brown. This is in the shade Charcoal, and basically just filling in that hairline just for any sparse areas. I am going to imitate a hairline like I have done here. I've literally brought all that colour downwards, and I'm taking some L'Oreal Root Touch-Up Spray, and I'm basically just giving myself a bigger, more fuller covered hairline. And then going back in with the black eyeshadow and just filling in the bits just to give it a really nice neat finish, as you can see here. This video has been partially sponsored by Revlon. They have kindly sent me some of their makeup goodies to basically help create this look for you today. As you can see, I already have some makeup on, so what I am going to do is just basically go over that makeup using the Revlon products. For my base, I did use the Revlon Colour Stay foundation in the shade Natural Tan, so that is what I have on my face from Revlon anyway. I've taken the Revlon Colour Stay brow pencil in the shade Dark Brown, brushed through my brows and basically added on some really nice bold brows for Jasmine, as Jasmine has some really nice bold brows, so I just needed to make my current brows a bit more prominent. As you can see here, I'm literally whacking on that brow pencil to give it a really nice thick finish. And then what you want to do is obviously brush through your brows just to give you a bit more of a natural finish. Next, I am taking the Revlon Colour Stay liquid liner in the shade Blackest Black and giving myself a really nice Arabic wing liner look to really open up my eyes and really give me that Jasmine eye makeup look. Next, I'm taking one of my favourite contour palettes. This is the Nip and Fab contour palette. It's a powder contour, so for me it's really easy to use, and I'm just basically working up my cheekbones and areas of my face, just warming up in areas where I need a bit of bronzer. For my cheek colour, I will be using the Revlon Ultra HD Matte Lip Colour in the shade Fleur. I am using this for my cheeks, but I will be using it for my lips as well. I just want to show you how pretty this colour is. I'm then taking a buffing brush from Real Techniques and just buffing that colour in. Now for my lips, I'm using the Revlon Colour Stay Lip Liner in the shade Plum. I'm just basically lining my lips to give me a really nice defined plump lip look. I'm going for this colour first as it's a darker colour. This will really help my lips look a bit bigger and just really look really contoured and defined. As you can see here, apart from lining my lips, I'm also filling out the rest of my lips with that lip liner. I just feel like this gives me like a really good base for my lipstick before I put my lipstick on. So if you feel like your lipstick doesn't last or you want more of a prominent long wear look, I would line my lips and fill my lips in with the same lip liner. I'm now taking that same Ultra HD matte lipstick that I used for my cheeks earlier, and I'm applying it on my lips. I'm basically building this up. So I've applied it on, kind of buffed it in with my finger, and then I'm reapplying it on with the lipstick again. I'm now taking these Ardell Spooky Lashes in the style Mesmerizing, and then applying my Ardell Lash Glue in the tone Dark, allowing the glue to slightly dry and then applying the lashes on. To give my lashes a finished look, I am taking the Revlon Ultimate All-in-One Mascara and basically applying this mascara at the top and bottom of my lashes. I then go ahead and apply the Revlon Colour Stay Pencil Eyeliner in the shade Charcoal to the top of my waterline. I then finish off with the Revlon Photo Ready Prep Set and Refresh Mist. So I started off by applying some contact lenses. I got these contact lenses from Mesmer Eyes contact lenses in the style Golden Vampire. I then went ahead and applied the Revlon Ultra HD Matte Lip Colour in the shade A Tyrants on top of my eyelid and around my eyes, as you can see here, and just basically blended it out. Once this is done, I have then gone ahead and used the Huda Beauty Mauve Obsessions palette. I'm basically using the mauvey shade in here, as you can see, and the more purpley shade, just to give me that really nice eye bruised kind of look, as you can see here. You just want to kind of over time basically layer this on. You don't want to put a lot of colour in at once, you just want to layer the products on to get that really nice blended gradual shade. I then went ahead and used the NYX Ultimate Highlight and Contour Palette. This is such an amazing highlight and contour palette, guys. I just like this a little bit more because it's got some darker shades compared to the Nip and Fab. The tones are a little bit different as well, so I thought this would be perfect to create that grungy type of kind of dirty zombie look to the skin. I then went ahead and applied some black eyeliner. This was just an eyeliner that I have from Cargo Cosmetics, just to deepen and darken the under eye area. And then you basically want to dip back into that charcoal eyeshadow from Bobbi Brown and basically just blend in that black with your eyeliner just to give it a really nice smoky, sultry look. Next, you want to get yourself some liquid latex. I am using the one from Ben Nye. This is such an amazing product. I basically put some on some spatula and then applied it onto my nose and around the mouth area. Next, I went ahead and used some cotton balls. I basically opened up the cotton balls, as you can see here, and applied it onto my face. I did this basically quite simply by spreading the cotton in the areas where the latex is. I'm doing this by spreading the cotton wool, so basically just pulling apart some of the cotton and basically just spreading it across the face all over to cover all the latex. You then want to go ahead and take that latex and apply latex all over the cotton wool to cover it up. I'm now applying some latex in other parts of my face and my chest area, under the eyes, just because I will be putting some cotton wool under the eye area and the latex areas as well, just to give myself a bit more scabs and to make the whole look a bit more scary. Now applying the Revlon Colour Stay foundation in the shade Natural Tan. This is the same foundation that I used earlier on for my base. I'm taking this with a MAC stippling brush and I'm just basically applying it on top of the latex and the wool, just so it looks like skin. Going back in with a NYX highlight and contour palette, you just want to go over that foundation now just to add some texture and some colour, make it look a bit more grungy and a bit more realistic basically. Using the same palette, I am now working the colour to my neck area and across my chest area as well, just to bring in the colours a bit more so it looks a bit more natural and it looks a bit more grungy, because we're going for that very kind of grungy kind of look. So yeah, basically just putting it all over the areas where needed, just to give it a more of a bruised, dirty look. This will make the skin makeup look a bit more realistic as well. Going back in with that Bobbi Brown charcoal eyeshadow, we are taking the shadow and now applying it on top, just to give it more of a grungy look. It just makes the areas look a bit more defined and yeah, just a bit more realistic again. Using a small hair trimmer like I have here, I'm just basically inserting the scissor into the latex and putting some small incisions into parts of the latex, just to give it a bit of a cut into the latex so it looks like cut skin. I will be applying some fake blood into these areas just to make the wounds look a bit more realistic. Using the Ben Nye Stage Blood, I am taking the MAC stippling brush and applying the stage blood in areas of my face. I'm just slowly working this in areas of my face and gradually building it up. I then went ahead and covered my ears with blood. This obviously is optional. If you want to, you can do, but I just thought it'd bring the look a bit more together. I'm now playing around with the latex and basically just stretching it and adjusting it so I can apply some more blood inside in them areas. Now taking the bottom set of lashes from the same lashes that I showed you earlier, we are applying the lashes at the bottom of the eyes just to give it more of a wow effect. For this part, I forgot to show you on camera the Ben Nye Fresh Scab. This is basically a product that I had from last year. Unfortunately, it had dried and I didn't realise until the point of doing this makeup. So I just kind of made do with it. It was very difficult to work with. I would advise you to always buy a fresh pot of Fresh Scab. I then took a pipette that I already had at home from another product and I just dipped it into the stage blood basically and applied drops all over my face. You have to be quite careful with this, guys, because it does get really messy. But yeah, it just kind of finished off the look and gave me that wow, gruesome, grungy, devilish monster look, whatever you want to call it. I then went ahead and applied some to the inside of my mouth. This is edible, guys, this blood, so it's safe to put inside the mouth. And then I just used my fingers and basically smudged some of that blood in areas of my face, over my neck, on my shoulders, just to make it look a bit more realistic and a bit more gruesome.